Hi all, welcome to the video lecture series of Object-Oriented Programming. In this video lecture we'll be discussing about how to access collections by using an iterator. So far we have learned how to create a collection, what is collection framework, what are the different classes and interfaces that are included in this collection framework. So once we create a collection, very often we would like to access each element inside a collection, that is to traverse the collection that we have created. For example, sometimes we'll have to display each element one by one inside a collection. The easiest way to do this is by using an iterator. So as the name indicates, iterator, it is used to iterate, to go through, to repeat. And in Java, iterator is actually an interface, and the main purpose of this interface is it provides some methods by which we can use those methods to iterate the collection elements. This iterator interface is also part of collection framework, and as I just mentioned, it provides some methods that can be used to check as well as access elements one by one in a collection. So by using an iterator interface, we can traverse a list. That means we can access each element inside the list one by one. We can remove or modify the elements in a list. Each of the collection, whatever collection we have studied so far, that is list, array list, or whatever it may be, every collection has got a method which provides an iterator. So iterator is the method that is available inside all collections that we have studied so far, and this method iterator returns an iterator object. By using that object, we can traverse the list, we can access each element inside the collection, and so on. So a collection, it means any class or anything that extends or implements the interface named collection in the collection framework. We have seen that hierarchy. Collections interface is the main interface, from which we have list interface, and list interface is implemented by the classes array list, linked list, etc. So any class that implements the interface list or collection are said to be a collection itself. In all these classes there is a method named iterator. This method returns an iterator interface object. By using that object, we can traverse the list. Traverse means we can access each element one by one in a list. We can modify or remove the elements from the list, etc. So what are the steps that we need to follow in order to use the iterator to iterate through a collection? There are 3 steps. First of all, as mentioned just now, we have to make use of the iterator method that is available in all collection. So if our collection is a list, we have to use list.iterator. That is how we have to call the iterator method. The iterator method will be returning an object of iterator interface. By using that object, we can use hasNext method as well as next method inside the iterator interface. So hasNext method is actually, as name indicates, it is used for checking whether there exists an element inside the collection or not. So hasNext will return true if there is an element inside the collection. It will be returning false if there are no more elements inside the collection. So by using hasNext method inside a loop, we can iterate through the elements inside the collection. Also, if you want to get the element one by one inside a collection, we can make use of the method named next. As mentioned just now, these are the explanation of methods inside the iterator interface. We have boolean hasNext method. This method returns either true or false depending on whether there exists any element inside the collection or not. Then if you want to get element by element from the collection, we have to use the method next. Then if you want to remove an element from a collection, we can use the method named remove. So as seen in the previous slide, it's not possible to modify or replace an existing element from a collection by using the iterator interface. We want to remove or modify, or if we want to remove or replace an existing element inside a collection, we need to use the list iterator interface, and that is what we are going to see next. For those collections which implements the list interface, we know that list is also an interface in the collection framework. So for those collections which make use of this list interface, those collections can obtain an iterator by using list iterator method also. So there are two methods, one is iterator method and list iterator method, but list iterator method are available only for those collections which makes use of the list interface. So by using list iterator method, we also get an iterator, but there is a small difference between list iterator and iterator. By using list iterator, we can traverse in both directions, both forward and backward directions. If we are using iterator method, we'll be getting an iterator by which we can traverse the list or the collection only in the forward direction. Backward direction is not possible, it's not allowed by the iterator. So if you want to traverse in both direction, as well as if you want to modify the existing element in a list or in a collection, you have to first of all implement the list interface and then make use of the list iterator method, which returns a list iterator. By using that object, we can move in both direction as well as we can modify the element also. Apart from these differences, list iterator and iterator are the same. So similar to iterator interface, we have now list iterator interface. As mentioned just now, to get the object of this interface, we need to use the method list iterator. So when we use list iterator method, we'll be getting an object of this interface, and these are the methods that are available inside this interface. As you can see, the method has next and next are also there inside the iterator interface. The additional methods are the method to add, because by using iterator it's not possible to modify, to add new elements in the existing collection, but by using list iterator interface we can add new elements into the collection. We can check whether there is a previous element for the current element inside the collection. That is, it is possible to traverse in the backward direction also. We can get the index of next element in the collection by using next index method. So this add object has previous and next index are some of the additional methods that are available inside the list iterator interface, which are not available in the. Since we can move in the backward direction also, we can obtain the object that exists before the current element by using object previous. Then if you want to get the index number of the previous element, we can use previous index method. Similarly, if you want to remove, this method is also there in the iterator interface. We can remove the element by using remove method. Also, we can replace the existing element in a collection by means of the set method. So there some of the methods are already there in the iterator interface. Apart from that, we have some methods related to the backward movement. We can traverse in the backward direction by means of list iterator interface, as well as we can modify or replace the existing elements in a collection. All these are possible by means of list iterator interface. We will see an example now. In this example, we have created an array list. We have used the add method to add the elements into the list. So AR is the array list name, and we are adding the elements A, B, B, C, C, D and D, E. And C, array list AR.iterator. So iterator is actually a method that is available in all collections. Array list is a collection, so iterator method is also available inside this array list collection. By using that method, we are getting an object of class iterator. So this iterator method is going to return an iterator object. So we have to use the iterator object variable to hold that object returned by the iterator method. Like we know that we need an integer variable to hold an integer value. Similarly, in order to hold an iterator object, we need an iterator variable itself. That is why we are writing iterator it. It is just a variable name equal to ar.iterator. So this method iterator is returning an iterator object, and now when this line is executed, that object returned by iterator will be stored inside it. So now it is our iterate object. By using this object, we can access all the methods inside the iterator interface, like hasNext, next. See this, we have used the hasNext method inside the while loop as condition. So this hasNext method is returning a boolean value, either true or false. If there exists an element inside the array list AR, then this it.hasNext will return true. Then the while loop will iterate. Then we are accessing each element by using the next method, it.next. So at the beginning, it.next will be giving us the value AB. So we are getting output as AB. Next time when the loop iterates, it.hasNext, it again returns true because we have BC inside the array list. So this method will return true. Again we are going to execute this line of code. So when we execute this it.next for the second time, it will be BC that we are getting as the output. Likewise it will be iterating through all the elements inside the array list. Once the last element DE is over, this it.hasNext will return false and the loop terminates. I hope you understood the usage of the hasNext method and the next method of the iterator interface. So the first step is creating the list, adding the elements, and then if you want to use the iterator, we have to get the iterator object. For that we have to use the iterator method that is available inside the collection. This method returns an iterator object that is stored inside it in this example, and by using hasNext and next method, we can access each element one by one inside a collection. I hope it's clear to you. We shall conclude now. In this video lecture, we discussed about what is an iterator interface, what are the methods inside iterator interface. We also mentioned about list iterator interface, the difference between list iterator and iterator interface, how to use those methods. We also saw an example, okay, how to use hasNext method and next method of iterator interface, and the additional methods that are available inside the list iterator other than the methods available in the iterator interface. That is all in this video lecture. Thank you so much.